1932 was the last year that we held a presidential election in the midst of a truly massive financial crisis. That was the election in which the incumbent Republican president, Herbert Hoover, spent the campaign season dodging rotten fruit and thrown eggs on his way to losing all but 6 states to an upstart Democrat named FDR. There's long been a running argument about whether our current president ought to be considered among the worst presidents in U.S. history, whether he belongs alongside Hoover and other presidential failures like Andrew Johnson and Warren G. Harding, maybe on a horrible little monument made out of, I don't know, a teapot dome or something with bad presidents carved in the side. Anyway, that debate, I think, has now fundamentally changed, as in it's over. Barring yet another disaster of unimaginable scale, we now know that the presidency of George W. Bush will be defined by 4 massive country-changing failures. Disaster 1, the attacks of September 11th, 2001, in which a government that had been warned failed to act on the warnings, and a defense sector larger than the whole rest of the world's defense sectors combined left us undefended. Disaster 2, the as-yet unexplained mendacious launch of the Iraq War, a country we were told to believe had something to do with the as-yet unavenged attacks of 9/11. Disaster 3, the city of New Orleans, left to drown while the government's once vibrant disaster response and emergency response sector dithered. And now Disaster 4, economic meltdown. We don't really have investment banks anymore. We're borrowing $700 billion, probably mostly from China, to stem off utter collapse. So that's 8 years, 4 crises, each one awful enough on its own to brand any presidency an abject failure. And we got them all done with just one guy. Bargain.